from Oklahoma.
Madam Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and include extraneous material on the measure under consideration.
Without objection.
Madam Speaker, I yield myself such time that I may consume.
The gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The House has done a tremendous job these last few months as we finalized true bipartisan bicameral bills to fully fund our government in a member-driven, district-focused way. 6 of those bills have been signed into law by President Trump, fully funding those departments and agencies through the end of the fiscal year. While the remaining 6 bills have all passed the House, we're dealing with a partial government shutdown that could have and should have been avoided. Funding the government is not an optional exercise. It's the most basic duty we have in Congress. 2 weeks ago, the House and the Senate struck a bipartisan and bicameral deal to move forward on these remaining appropriations bills for fiscal year 2026. The House acted expeditiously to pass these bills, marking historic progress for our appropriations process and the return to regular order that every member of this chamber wants to see. I share the frustrations of many that the Senate altered our deal at the last minute. But our obligation is not to these emotions, it's to the American people. While we all worked hard, especially our Cardinals, to ensure that all 12 bills would be signed into law before the January 30th deadline, the Senate has put us on a different path. The best choice before us is to pass these 5 bills and the short-term stopgap for the Department of Homeland Security. This approach delivers full-year funding to more than 95% of the government and avoids the consequence of inaction. To continue the government shutdown would be to repeat all the same mistakes my friends across the aisle made in October of last year, throwing federal employees into chaos and confusion while they are forced to work without pay, wreaking havoc on our airports while TSA and FFA are unfunded, putting undue stress on our military families, and causing further instability to the United States economy. Shutdowns are never the answer. They don't work. They only hurt the American people. So today, lawmakers in this chamber have an opportunity to avoid repeating past mistakes. I encourage everyone on both sides of the aisle to do the right thing and close out 5 of our remaining 6 appropriations bills for FY 2026 while enacting funding for core priorities, including strengthening America's defense and providing a well-earned pay raise to our troops, advancing life-saving biomedical research and critical education programs, enhancing the safety and reliability of our skies and infrastructure, supporting small businesses and strengthening cybersecurity, restoring American deterrence on the world stage, and reinforcing economic and community strength across the country. The package also includes a 2-week continuing resolution for our 6th and final bill, the Department of Homeland Security, which will give the White House additional time for negotiations. President Trump is leading by example and engaging directly with Democrats in good faith conversations on that front. He's also been explicitly clear that holding the government hostage is wrong. I wholeheartedly agree with him. As he stated just yesterday, and I quote, "We need to get the government open, and I hope all Republicans and Democrats will join me in supporting this bill and send it to my desk without delay." So I say to this chamber, let's get it done. The American people deserve stability, and they expect results. These bills deliver both. For anyone consulting their conscience, these measures have already passed the House with strong bipartisan support. The work has been carried out, and the responsibility now is to get it across the finish line. This vote is about governing responsibly and doing our jobs. I look forward to us nearing the completion of our FY 26 duties, and I urge all members to support this bipartisan package. Madam Speaker, with that, I reserve the balance of my time.